Ooh, okay. Right quick, right fast. Right quick, right fast. Nothing too deep. Hold up. I'm waiting for y'all. Come on. Come on, because we ain't going to be in here that long. Who won't smoke? Who won't smoke? No cigar. They closest, but no cigar. Who won't smoke? Who won't smoke? No cigar. Closest, but no cigar. Okay, I'm just waiting for a few of y'all to come into the room, and then we just gonna get into this, and this will be up here, you know, for whoever comes to watch it after the fact, and just because I felt like it. So somebody sent me, hold up, let me go to it. Somebody sent me Tay-Tay.Simone on Instagram. Shout out to Tay-Tay. Thank you for sending me this. She sent me this interview with the worst of reality TV. Try Me Not Today Live. Let me follow them. Okay. And basically they're talking to Dutchess. Talking to Dutchess from Black Ink Crew. Dutchess hasn't been on Black Ink Crew in like almost 3 years now. Since 2018. And she's basically saying what oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is on in the background, and it's the part where Jocelyn comes in with her fur on. Hey maid, I see you got your maid uniform on. Anyway, so sorry, y'all. Everybody looks so pretty though. Mimi was serving that hell was everything. You know, Jocelyn looked good. Everybody looked good in this season 2. Everybody looked good. But anyway, so Dutchess basically said the reality show was fake. The producers, well, not all of it, but you know, the producers are putting them in situations to make them pop off. And a lot of the times to their own detriment. She says, you know, anybody that's watching reality TV, you know, something is wrong with you because they show these negative depictions of black people and they're not getting anywhere. They're not doing any better. And I'm just kind of like, that's not true though. Even though I agree with her that a lot of these producers have their degrees in psychology so that they will know how to manipulate you and get the reactions that the show needs for it to be entertaining. I say this all the time though. Anybody that's been watching me for a long time, since Bad Girls Club, that's why I stopped reviewing Bad Girls Club, because I felt like they were putting them in some strange, you know, science experiment and then watching them tear each other apart. You put all of these personalities that need help in a house with no TV, no internet, no outlets, give them alcohol, force, you know, mess amongst them, and then when they beat the hell out of one another, everybody's like, oh my God, it's so terrible. And you put all the blame on the people involved instead of thinking about the fact that there are so many people who are, you know, orchestrating the violence, orchestrating the issues. I've said this so many times. I said this with Real Housewives of Potomac. But y'all didn't want to hear that. You know, a lot of people didn't want to hear that because y'all want to, you know, just blame whoever y'all don't like. I'm sorry, y'all. Nothing on my lips is bothering me. You know, but y'all don't want to hear me about that. But I still feel like, you know, I totally understand where Dutchess is coming from and what she's saying. But I also remember when Dutchess was on the show. And when Dutchess was on the show, you had a lot of negative things to say about the other black people on that show. You degraded them with your mouth a whole bunch of times. Oh shit, that's why they ostracized you. It wasn't because everybody was just trying to make you look crazy, but you also came off a certain way. You talked to people bad, you treated people bad. I mean, everybody, she would tell C's, you need to just let all of them go because they ain't worth this and they ain't worth that. Like, as a black person, knowing all of their circumstances, why is it okay for you to talk about how, oh, they'll do anything for $1. They'll sell themselves for $1 when y'all was on the same platform doing the same thing? So I feel like there's a lot of hypocrisy in the shit that Dutchess is talking about in this interview. But I also understand from the mental health perspective how reality TV is not healthy for most people. It's not. Social media is not healthy for most people. There are a lot of things that we do that are not healthy for us. But to then say, oh, well, you know, because reality TV is so fake, you messed up for watching it. It's like, well, we watch TV shows all the time that aren't real. Like, in general, that's what entertainment has always been. Entertainment, not necessarily something that is based in fact and that's real. That's why it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like you want to talk about how terrible this was, but you use it to stay relevant. That's all. Yeah. But I do agree with her about the way the reality show business treats black people. Specifically how there's a differentiation between the, the money and the prestige that the Kardashians and them get versus, the girls on VH1. Like, Love and Hip Hop had millions of viewers for years. Why are they not making close to the same amount of money as Real Housewives of Atlanta and Potomac? People who are bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars a season. I just think that that's very messed up. And I feel like, there are times when y'all are making storylines happen and making shit up. But that's why I watch it. Because I know that it's not necessarily based in fact. A lot of it is. Like, we've seen people be pregnant, people get married, people break up, all kind of stuff on reality shows that turns out to be very, very real. Okay? But at the end of the day, it is entertainment. Now, do I feel like it overall adds to the degradation of our mental as a whole world? Absolutely. I definitely do. Am I gonna act like I don't benefit from it? Hell no. But I also can talk about scripted shows. I can talk about current events. I can talk about anything. It don't even really matter. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna act like I have not gotten a lot of money and a lot of joy from some of these terrible reality shows. And I don't think anybody should be trying to make me feel bad about that. I think it's hilarious how you can go and get on the damn show and exploit yourself and talk down on everybody and make your little money or whatever you did to get yourself to where you are now. You can do that, but not everybody else is a terrible person because they still watching it. Just because you've decided that now this isn't something you want to take part in anymore, which is your right, and I'm glad you got away from it because it wasn't good for your mental psyche. It was time for her to go 2 seasons before she left. Yeah, that relationship with him might have been healthy and all of that, but for the most part, I think people just have a bad reaction to the way people respond to them. It's much easier said than done to ignore all the negative things that people have to say when you are on a reality show and when they don't like you for whatever reason. And sometimes a person can be perfectly perfect on the show and do nothing wrong and not really bother nobody, and somebody will still wish death on them because something is wrong with people. In general, people love to say things to reality stars and people online that they could never say to them in their face and in person. I don't know what that's about. I don't have that same compulsion, but it's out there. And I feel like for a lot of people, that shit is detrimental to your mental health to constantly have to absorb all of the negative things people have to say about you. So don't all put it on producers and what they do to get good entertainment out of y'all. Don't put it all on them. Also take responsibility for the fact that you were comfortable with the fame at first. Don't forget that. Yeah, you may not have known what you were getting into, but it's all good until we see what the other side of it is. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like the way she, everybody that's still watching that, you trash or whatever she said along those lines, I still felt like you're being hypocritical. You're being very hypocritical. But I'm glad you got out of that situation, Dutchess. I'm glad you're not on reality TV no more. I think it's not healthy for a lot of people. I think reality shows do create drama. That is the point. What I don't understand is why people think that they're going to get on a reality show and that it's just going to be, straight reality all the time, exactly what's happening. They're never going to try to get reactions out of y'all. That's what the producers are there for, y'all. For years, we've known that producers do things to antagonize people on reality shows so that they can get a certain reaction out of them. Like I said, since Bad Girls Club, that's when I realized, I was like, you know what? This shit is really messed up. This is really messed up because they put people in situations and give them all this alcohol and just put them in a situation to where they're gonna, be explosive or entertaining, whatever you want to call it. And yes, that is messed up. But essentially, you sign up for it. Essentially, you get a paycheck for it. You know what I'm saying? So a part of me feels like it's not like you were forced into this situation, but I also understand that a lot of it is them lying to you on the front end, and then on the back end realizing that it's more of a sacrifice than you were willing to make. That's why when they asked me if I wanted to be on a reality show, I said no. I was asked, I said no. You know why? Because not only did I spend 4 years in a university, I was already working in my field. And I didn't feel like I needed to put my life on Front Street or open myself up to criticism from people who don't fucking know me in order to get to where I was going. So a part of me doesn't have that much, sympathy, but I also do because I feel like it's just like the music industry. You know what I'm saying? You get into business with these all your hopes and dreams set on it. And I also don't feel like that's necessarily a bad thing, y'all. We gotta get it how we live. And a lot of black people don't have the access. Reality shows and acting a fool are a way to get access. Unfortunately, that's the system that we live in. But white people do it too. And that's another thing I don't like. Like, are y'all really out here, seeing the progression in Mama June? I'm just saying. There are definitely white reality stars that do nothing but embarrass themselves every time they get on television, and nobody makes it an overall statement about all white people. We have got to get out of that. You really want to be equal in the situation? Allow black people to be just as multidimensional as anybody else. Have just as many different variations of us as anybody else. We don't have to all view things, see things, be the same way, act the same way. We don't all have to be like that in order to, be deserving of overall respect and human decency. like, like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, that Mama June situation, like, that was, y'all, you out there with a man that's touching on your kids. Like, that was on a reality show. And I didn't hear anybody talking about how, Mama June is making all the trailer park trash look bad. I didn't hear that from them. I didn't hear how it was such a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? That this type of reality show shit is going on. Meanwhile, the girls on Love and Hip Hop or Black Men Crew get into a fight, throw some drinks, and we basically like, oh my God, this is just terrible. This is just disgusting. Look at them. They're fighting. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? We have that reaction to fighting. Mama June got her new man, who allegedly touching on little girls on the show, and everybody's like, huh? What happened? I don't watch that show, so I don't know. Like, it's crazy to me how we gotta make it a black thing. Like, reality TV isn't embarrassing for most people that are on it. But that's just how I feel about it. Let me see what else I feel it's fake, and why are people still watching garbage TV? Because it's entertaining. And like I said, who said it was all real? Whoever had the presumption that it was all real? Are y'all out here watching? So do you think the stuff you watch on, like, do you think Martin is real? do you think Living Single is real? Like, we know all of this shit is written, right? And it's not real, right? So I don't understand why we can't have reality TV in that same vein, where it's presented as if it's real, and some of it might actually be happening, but for the most part, we can pretty much just assess that it's not all real. That doesn't mean it's not entertaining. Jerry Springer was on for like 20 years, okay? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Mama June was a great mother at first, and if you watch the first couple of seasons, but Hollywood truly destroyed their family, and they said, really, was she? Was she really that much of a great, oh, she was a great mother at the beginning. Let me tell you something. There's no way you can, like, say to me that somebody was a great mother and then this is what they do. Hollywood doesn't force you to be with another poor-ass white man who touches kids. Hollywood ain't got nothing to do with that. I mean, sometimes it does, but in this situation, nah. Mama June has been messed up, and y'all just didn't see it. Okay? Because my mama, I don't care whether I was on a reality TV show or not. I don't think my mama would ever allow anybody to do anything like that to me. That happens in real life, whether you are in Hollywood or poor. Stuff like that happens. So why put that on Hollywood when stuff like that happens with family members? Like, no. Mama June and them been trailer park. Happy to see you in a better mood. Yeah, we react that way because there's already perceived notion that we are animals and act like animals. But we aren't animals, and we don't act like animals. And if there's anybody that acts like animals, I'm sorry, it's white people. I'm just joking. This videos are gonna get monetized anyway. Shit. It began as listen. It was always produced. Anytime somebody gets you in a room with somebody you don't like, who you otherwise wouldn't sit down with, so that you can argue about something, that's production. It's always been production. Reality TV started off with what? Real World, where they put all these people in a house and record them. Yeah, y'all, it's always been made up scenarios and situations. And I don't understand why, as black people, we continue to allow them to make it seem like that's the only representation of us. That's not the only representation of us. There are a whole bunch of us that are not on television. And the truth of the matter is, nobody wants to watch shows about healthy, happy people. That's not entertaining. What's entertaining is mess and drama. Okay? And at the end of the day, I look at reality shows just like I look at any other form of entertainment. It is just that. It is entertainment. It is not a book to read about in order to apply it to my life. But there's a lesson in everything. Okay? But I kind of feel like we need to get out of this mindset of putting black people to unrealistic standards. Because at the end of the day, the shit that's on this reality show is actually happening in real life. It's just being put on a reality show. And why should we act like it's not happening? Because it's not the best depiction of us. Like, the best depiction of us isn't entertaining. Olivia! She is literally laying there comfortable as hell, barking. I tell you, she does that all the time. She's so aggravating. That's right. I don't touch my children. She was giving a 4-year-old Mountain Dew. The spaghetti with all of the ketchup. She was a great mom. Fuck all of that nutrition. But she was a great mom. They love breaking rules because they know they can get away without a backlash. Why? They don't. And listen, I feel like black people have been able to get away with things as well. If you're a celebrity, like we were just talking this morning in the live about how Lil Wayne is gonna get off, like from them weapons charges. Please believe it. He gonna pay a little fine, pay some lawyers, and he'll be okay. Okay. But what I'm saying is, stop holding black people to standards that you don't hold white people to. Stop that. Stop it. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to. Listen. The Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? Is you're wholesome, right? Did that mean that hood shit wasn't happening? Because like, look what's going on behind the scenes. Like, I'm just saying. Like, just because we don't put it on TV, don't mean it's not happening. So in essence, I just feel like reality TV is what it is. It's entertainment. It's not to be looked at as something to, oh, I want to be. No, you shouldn't want to be like these people all the time. No, not really. But the idea that there's been no progression, I don't think that's true at all. Especially on Black Ink Crew. She was like, there's been no progression. I was like, that's not true. C's owns more shops now than he did when he started. He has more money now. He looks better now. Like, all of that. He just bought his first house. Like, all of that is watching somebody progress through reality TV. You know what I'm saying? Some of them stay in the same places, but I feel like that's their fault. If you don't use this platform as a way to elevate yourself, you have not thought it out as strongly as you should have. And that is unfortunate that people will take advantage of you and your dreams, but they do that in every facet of life. You got to make money. They take advantage of that. They work you to death. You have no time really off. They don't give you no sick days. Like, regular jobs have downfalls. And everybody's like, I got to pay these bills. But then when it comes to reality stars, they jobs have downfalls. And everybody's like, child, I don't know how you do that. I'd have never did that. Like, it's the same mindset. It's just what you're willing to do. They love to not listen and do what they are told not to. Girl, you're gonna be fine. Fight you too. Oh, I love y'all. Run's house, last real reality, real world, Big Brother minus the games. I used to feel the same way. I don't understand why black reality TV show uses our heart. When white reality show just as crazy, right? On TV, we only fit in 3 categories. A lesson of what not to do in most cases. If you paying attention. So only positive things can be real. That I know, right? The fuck? That's not realistic at all. I hate the double standards between white and black reality TV. When they do it, it's wild and funny. When we do it, it's ghetto and a bad example. Exactly, and I feel like that's mostly said by other black people. White people ain't nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They may not give us recognition, but they don't want to give their own, white reality shows recognition. You know what I'm saying? Like Jersey Shore, they're so excited. They're getting another season, Jesus. They're old as dirt. Everybody's getting another season. I'm just like, y'all. And they gonna all get their old asses in the house and fight. And get drunk and get just like they did in their 20s. I'm sure of it. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like, why is it okay for them to do it but not okay for us to do it? And then another thing is, I feel like people need to get out of this mindset of the 90s, when it wasn't, social media as well, where it wasn't a job to just be entertaining like that, and you had to do so much to get on TV shows and be considered an actor or a comedian. You couldn't just be considered a personality and somebody that entertains through social media. That wasn't a job back in the day. So a lot of people, don't respect what reality stars do, and they don't respect what, oh child, K Michelle's ass is way too big, and they don't respect what, social media personalities do either, even though people obviously are watching and caring about what they're doing in the numbers that people will watch a TV show. You know what I'm saying? Or watch a movie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just access for regular people to not have to go through so many channels in order to do what they want to do. And I don't understand why everybody has to look at that like something frivolous. You know what I'm saying? When it's really not. It's a lot of hard work, man. I've seen some pretty effed up people in real life. We all know people like those people we watch. Exactly. I really don't like them. Black people say that black folks are reality, make others look bad. Like, what that doesn't reflect on. Right. And we have to get out of that mindset, but that's something that white people put on us, and that, we have internalized and put on ourselves. But, the truth of the matter is, every nationality, every ethnicity of person is violent, fights, curses, whatever. Like, look at them people in the Middle East that want to kill their kids because they marrying somebody they don't like. Like, but we're gonna act like the fights on reality TV are the most violent things we've seen. Like, cut it out. Child, I think I unfollowed Sky. Sorry, y'all. I accidentally hit the sleep button. My bad. About how we all used to love Sky until she started acting crazy for. Yes, we used to love Sky. But, she's crazy. And I ain't got time for that. Though the towns were mad as hell when Jersey Shore came out, and when they went to it. Them people are bad examples. We are lost people who don't have anything to stand on. I mean, I guess as a people you could feel like that, but I have my ancestors to stand on. I don't know what you mean by that. You know what I'm saying? I understand we are a lost people, in the fact that we are literally a people that are, not knowing where our home is. But the fact of the matter is, our ability to find our ways regardless to how many roadblocks get put up against us. Reality TV is another one of those things. Another one of those avenues that somebody who was prostituting themselves used to get up out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the strippers, girls who wanted to get out of using their bodies in that way to make money, got out of, doing reality TV. And people be mad at them about that. But I'm like, so how else was they supposed to get it without money and, access to proper education and jobs that pay a reasonable amount of money? How were they supposed to get it otherwise? Talk to me. Because I feel like, specifically Jocelyn, like how she grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was expecting for Jocelyn to go to school to be a lawyer? How? How is that going to happen? With parents with no money and probably no real good credit to get you no student loan, or you know what I'm saying, or no real interest in education, because that was never something that was put in front of you. What were you supposed to do besides use your body as a transactional? Like, that's the basic, is that women's bodies are transactional. I mean, and y'all, people get mad about us when we say that, but the truth of the matter is, everything about society, the patriarchy, marriage, finding a man, all of that shit, all of that is transactional. Women's bodies being used as a way to elevate something or someone. You know what I mean? And when women start using their shit for themselves, everybody wants to be like, oh, she's dirty or she's wrong. And, this is degrading. But everybody isn't afforded the same opportunities. And when they see opportunities to, yes, maybe embarrass themselves on television, but get enough notoriety to start a business. Like, for instance, Mama D and Shay, they on TV right now. Shay has definitely done well for herself online and has done her online business with her fitness stuff. She is doing well for herself because of reality TV in a way that she may not have been able to otherwise. Mama D got it out the mud, used to pimp. Mama D looks amazing and has been able to do something that I'm sure she wanted to do her whole life, which was put music out. And when I tell y'all, in that order plays around here every now and again, okay? Okay, gave me the giggle of my life in that order, okay? So I'm just saying, I feel like it's real cute to look down on reality TV, but when you really put some of this into perspective, there are a lot of people whose lives have been made better because they was on reality TV. Just saying. Right, we look down on each other more than they do. Right, my bad. I get it. She beat up her children and lied about them. That's a hard old hell to the gnaw. I like Big Brother, but it's been draining to watch the past. I never watched that. The difference between white reality and black. We are looked down on by every other race. Fuck them. Like, we really need to get out of the mindset of giving a shit about that. Oh, well. Like, don't look down on me. Worry about your sunburn. Okay? Don't don't look down on me. That like button. Yeah, like the video, y'all. We having good conversations today. But I do feel like, we look down on each other more than they look down on us. In most real settings. And even like I say, even if they do, we have got to get out of this. Oh, bubbles. We have got to get out of this mindset of giving a damn. You know what I'm saying? We have got to get out of this mindset of caring. Like, so what? Just, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, hold up. Just legally get the hell out of my way. You know what I'm saying? Legally, don't be standing in my way, stopping me from trying to get mine. That's different. We need to work on that. But y'all overall feeling like y'all better than us because of whatever reason is just kind of like, oh, word. I'm just saying, they copy. I want you to name one ethnicity that has not taken something from black people overall. Name one. Like, it's funny how you look down on the people you always stealing from, but okay.
Wait, real shit? Real shit?
ISOT.
Real shit? The Eskimos ain't never stole nothing from us.
There were black Eskimos. There were black Eskimos. Put the videos on this channel and play this so we can watch. And then on the loop. I did that. I'm doing that. I did that last night. I made a playlist with the movies, the Halloween movie review. I put that on here, and I did one with Love and Hip Hop, the ones that I put up thus far. I guess for these lives, I'll put them in a playlist too. If y'all would like me to do that. That's how they're having issues. They don't know when to walk away when things turn left until it's too late. Fame is an addiction. Agreed. Oh yeah, we said that. I agree though. Very true. So busy trying to accommodate others, but the first to turn our back or stick up our nose towards our own. Right. And I think we need to get out of that mindset. Like, bump that. I don't consider anyone's opinion as not paying my bill. I know that's right. That's how I grew up. They not paying your bill. They not doing nothing for you. Then you don't need to worry about them. For example, Tanisha from BGC was a young girl from Brooklyn and became the face of the franchise, still in her bag today. Exactly. And let's not forget, like, how reality TV made y'all want to watch me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all came to me because of reality TV, because of Basketball Wives, because of Love and Hip Hop, because of Real Housewives, whatever. But you might have found me because of a reality show. And so many people tell me how I've affected their actual lives that I also have to look at reality TV from that aspect, my personal, viewpoint of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also somebody that was given the tools to, try to make the best decisions possible. So when faced with the decision to be on reality TV, I was in a mindset to say no. When I could have got on TV and acted a complete and utter fucking fool. Thank you, husband. Babe, can you please see why Olivia is balking every minute before I throw her over the fence? Cause she laying down. I can see her. I don't know what the problem is. Chilling, but balking. Y'all, my dog. Are you ready? I commented this on another video, but you can put the. Yeah, I said that. The comments are coming in like slews.
You say you kind of what?
It's not about white people treating us better. It's about these laws. It's about the overall feeling. People who act like we're gonna treat us better if we all talk proper, go to my laws, go wear suits are delusional. Stop begging for hunky approval. That is my point. That my years on this earth has taught me that no matter how respectable we try to be, we are still subject to the same hate, the same ignorance. So we might as well be fully who we are in whatever form that is, whatever you want to call it. That's why I'm really thinking about getting my gold slugs, because I was like, I always wanted to get golds put on my incisors. I know. Yeah, I want to get caps. I'll get caps. I have to get them made though. But I want to get, the gold caps on my incisors. I've always wanted to do that and get that. But a part of me, you grow up feeling like, oh, golds is ghetto, and you don't want to be like that. But the truth of the matter is that shit's fire. I'm sorry, but I love it.
I've never seen a report of gold.
Right. Right. But I'm not in that space anymore. And that's the thing about reality TV is I feel like, and social media, is that black people can be themselves fully without having to fit into the confines of what white people feel like they should in order for them to work. That's another thing. Like this is not just about the freedom to do whatever you want to do and make a nice little bit of money if that's how much money you make. But it's also about being able to be free as a person in what you do and how you show up in the world. And because I have always been bucking against that feeling that y'all want me to come off a certain way to make y'all feel comfortable, white people at jobs and stuff like that. And my own family members and black people that have always told me, you think that's cute to be this way. YouTube is the perfect place for me, or this, not just YouTube, but doing social media all in all, because y'all like me for who I am. And in every other space I've been told not to be this person. See what I'm saying? And I feel like reality show is much the same, where yes, you may see it as negative because we got into a fight, but I get to show up in the world as I want to show up in the world. And I think a lot of black people aren't afforded that luxury. And just like anything, a job, a career has its downsides. But pay attention to the positive things about reality TV, because it ain't always a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? To me, at least. But anyway, we've been talking for long enough. I'm about to go. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'll be doing these to get these watch time minutes up on this channel. These little impromptu lives that I would normally put on Instagram. I'm still on Instagram because I just got off Instagram not too long ago. But if I feel the need to have something to say, I'm going to get up here and have something to say. Y'all ain't got to make every live, but if you want to watch the playback, it is much appreciated. Okay? Child, I need to go get a facial because this skin breaking out thing is just, this is going away. But I can see it and it's bothering me.
How much is a facial?
Like $80. And these marks are going to go away soon. But the weather change, y'all. The weather change. But I'm still cute. I still feel like I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? But I love you guys. Thank you for supporting. Yeah, thank y'all. I know a lot of y'all are like actively like, let me hurry up and watch it because we got to get these watch. I love y'all. I just want y'all to know that. So I'm about to peace out. And y'all have a good one.